Good morning, Internet friends. This is Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions, bringing you a bonus tip on roofs, skylights, and ceiling planes using our favorite software, Chief Architect. Cheers. I'm going to get right into it here. Last week's Tech Tip Tuesday video, I demonstrated a viewer request on some complex roofs and skylights, and Frodo came up with a follow-up question regarding this ceiling plane issue, where a skylight goes through the roof, and then we slope this down to the ceiling plane. Now, I'm trying to figure out, I wish I could see a little better of what this is. It almost looks like this ceiling plane is flat. So I'm not quite sure if I have the whole story correctly. Let's take a look at the model and kind of see what I've mocked up here. If we have the case where we're building just the roof plane and dropping a skylight into it, and we're having a vaulted ceiling right at the bottom of the rafters, there isn't an elegant way to do that. Now, in our, I'm going to set up the framing so that our roof will automatically build, and we can see how it changes. If I set up the skylight, what I'm doing here is double clicking on the skylight to open the dialog box. I can change it to plumb square sides, and Chief will do a plumb cut at the top and a plumb cut at the bottom and a square cut at the top. If I were to open this and make it just plumb, you can see how that would change there. Both top and bottom would be plumb. Let's go back to plumb square again. And so that kind of represents it. Let's go into I'm going to close this one and tile the views here. Let's go into the room and put the ceiling back on. And you can kind of see how that works. That's not quite what you're showing here. So what I might do with this, I also had the thought of what if let's go back to that picture. Initially, I thought maybe this ceiling was sloped at a different angle than the roof. So that could be an option. Let's show that. Let's go back into here and take the ceiling out. Flat ceiling, and from here I'm going to double click on my roof icon, and my roof is set at 8 degrees pitch, so I'm going to change this to, let's say, 4, just so we can see the difference. And I'm going to draw a ceiling plane right here and a ceiling plane right there. All right, now that we've got this hole in we've got a hole in the roof plane and a hole in the ceiling plane, I can control where that ceiling plane is going to end up here, right? So I could take the bottom of this and pull it down like so. And let's open this and notice it's also plumb square. So I could do square sides. I could do plumb sides. That might make a better look here. Or I could do plumb square again. So this one's square. This one's plumb. Let's pull this down a smidge. And we're kind of So you can see how maybe that would show closer to what you're looking at. Let's change the value, the thickness of this ceiling plane to maybe just be 3.5 inches. I know you're working in metric, so yeah, that might show it better, right? Let's take a quick camera view of this. And maybe what you've got to do is make this structure just 1/2 inch thick, or 1.2 centimeters. That would work there. Kind of get that slope and get that vertical piece. That's starting to look like this, right? We've got this vertical piece and then we've got a slope down. Okay. And then the final option would be, what if there is no ceiling plane? What if we just make this a flat ceiling, like so? Let's take the ceiling planes out, delete that, and delete that. Now you don't have control now. Let's open this up, generate a shaft to the ceiling hole. Maybe we don't generate the ceiling hole here. If we don't generate the ceiling hole, manually edit ceiling hole polyline. There we go. So that's the skylight. And notice that it created a second polyline for the ceiling hole, and we can select that. So the platform ceiling we can drag back. There we go. Right? See how that changed that section and changed that camera view. Right there. That might be the best, especially if it's a flat ceiling. So open up that skylight, change the ceiling hole to manually edit and generate the shaft. And I think that might be your trick. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the information in this and learned something from this video, would you please click like and subscribe down there, hit the notification bell so you're notified each week that I upload, or each time that I upload a tip. And would you consider leaving a tip at paypal.me/designbuildsolutions. The link's in the frame to come. Otherwise, have a great day.